mentioned to you before we went on air, it's tough for a Division III school to get a Division I school to play them in a non-conference game because they don't have a lot to gain by that. They're expected to win those games. If they don't win, doesn't bode well when you go to a seeding meeting that you lost to a D3, even if it's a quality team like Waupun. So, this is a good matchup for the Warriors tonight.
JV game just finishing up right now. Looks like it's got to be youth night because they've got about 100 kids down there, and I see a lot of parents, young parents up in the crowd for this ball game tonight. But, going to be a big show in town to see the boys play. A lot of expectations. They're ranked number 4 right now in Division III. And a nice victory over Valders last Friday in a game that they started kind of behind and came back, and just a great physical, intense game and a victory for them. The nice one early in the season. So that was nice show they put on for the crowd on Friday night.
Yeah, quality Valders team, the Valders Vikings, and you and I talked about that. I think Waupun, they won that game, so that's a positive, but I think they also learned from that because Valders brought more intensity to the table that night. They really came after Waupun, had a little foul trouble because of it, but they really got after it. They were very physical, and Waupun had to kind of crank it up and match that intensity to win that ball game. So maybe they learned something about how hard you have to play that evening.
Yeah, they did, and what I really liked that I saw in that ball game, a few things. We mentioned how much Marcus Damask, he looked a little bit bigger and stronger out there, and it looked like his game improved even more. He's a great player anyway, but he really looked rock solid out there, both offensively and defensively, with a tough task of guarding Mr. Kyle Tuma in that ball game, and then definitely the focal point for the defense, and still went up and got himself a pretty nice game for the Warriors.
Yeah, I think you nailed it exactly. I thought Damask maybe had one of the better games I've seen, and I think he only had 18 points that night. I say only 18. A lot of guys would love to have 18, but, I mean, that's kind of a normal for him, an average, or sometimes he goes off for 30. But I thought he played an all-around game that night. He really defended well. I thought he took care of the basketball, and he looked like a complete player. He looked like a junior now instead of that freshman, sophomore that we were used to seeing.
Now the JV game just ended. A nice victory over Appleton North, beating them by a score of 49-48. The other thing I did mention is some players that we haven't seen up on varsity before. Some players that are sharing time with JV, getting some varsity time, some quality minutes. Mr. Hartgrink, Keegan Hartgrink, along with Gabe Keach, both gave some nice performances during really key times in the ball game against Valders last Friday.
Yeah, I think you and I mentioned there was maybe a 3-point game at a time late in the second half, and actually 3 of those guys that were playing JV earlier in the night were on the court at the same time. So Coach Damask alluded to the fact that he has faith in those guys, trust in them, and maybe non-conference is a time for them to get their feet wet a little bit and get the jitters out to varsity level and see what they can do. And there's a few mistakes made, and that's expected of young guys, but all in all, they played very well.
That's exactly what he said. I got a chance to talk to Dan before the ball game here, before I came up here, and he mentioned he'd really like to get some of the guys off the bench and get them some good playing time because he really sees that he's going to have to get a few more contributors if he wants a nice, successful season that can come out there very confidently on the court with a lot of experience in the varsity level, and he was pretty happy with the way some of those guys produced for him. Connor Camphouse was another one that he had mentioned, too, was another guy that he'd like to see get out there and get some minutes and really be able to help as the season goes along.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And Camphouse, there's a few guys, Weisman and Camphouse, and they can come in and they can defend and they can rebound for you. And, they're not going to be huge scorers, but they're definitely quality minutes to be had if those guys can come in and they don't hurt you by doing something negative. And I think they're all very capable of adding something to the team's victory totals.
Now we got a lot more to talk about as the Home and Auto Sales pregame show continues. The keys to the game, our injury report, the coach's smile, all coming your way yet. It's Waupun hosting the Lightning of Oshkosh, or I should say of Appleton North in this ball game here tonight. Non-conference game. Should be a fun one. Back with more of the pregame show right after this on FM 103.3 and RadioPlusInfo.com.
So you're ready for a new TV. Nice. Are you thinking LED Smart TV, Ultra HD 4K, OLED Plasma Curved Screen, 3D, Energy Star, Ultra Thin, 240 Hz, or Cloud? Should you choose a big screen, a bigger screen, or just plain huge? Well, at Silica, we make it easy. Save big on the amazing clarity of Ultra HD. Plus, pay no interest when paid in full within 12 months. So go bigger and better the easy way at Silica for your home. We speak TV.
Hoppers, the name you know and trust for silk screening, trophies, and awards, is now proud to offer online ordering. Go to hopperwear.com and order your team spirit wear. Choose your school, choose your brand, like Under Armour and Nike. Your logo, your look, your school from Hoppers. Get started by ordering yours now at hopperwear.com. That's hopperwear.com. Hopper Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, 77 North Main Street, Fond du Lac.
We're proud to be part of life's special milestones. National Exchange Bank and Trust is a locally owned independent bank with big bank abilities
and convenience for all our customers in the form of competitive market-driven banking products and solutions. Greater access with more locations and ATMs across southeastern Wisconsin. And quality customer care from familiar faces and friendly voices that you've come to know and trust.
National Exchange Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Quality service savings every day. That's what you've come to expect from us at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination. We've always provided the best quality flooring and cabinetry for your home, and now our inspired cabinetry and flooring products are doing that more than ever before. Get inspired today and save. In-stock, expanded selection, everyday low pricing, along with interior design help and professional installation means the best is in store for you at FloorQuest, Washburn Street in Oshkosh, Rolling Meadows Drive, Fond du Lac.
To feel good about your smile and your dentist, visit Sauer Dental. They are dedicated to personalized dental care. So for your family dental needs, visit Dr. Todd Sauer at 845 South Main Street in Fond du Lac.
To take on the Lightning of Appleton North. Heard there's a big hockey game going on tonight, too. Talking to a few parents earlier today, and I believe they're playing Springs over here in Waupun. You went right past the rinks with a lot of cars out there already for that?
No, there was. I went past there probably 45 minutes ago, and the entire street parking lot and across the street was pretty filled up. So, yeah, big matchup going across town for the hockey team.
So good luck to those guys playing over there. But Waupun's got some business to take care of here. Dan really did a good job on loading up some of his non-conference stuff throughout the this season. This is one, not sure what to expect from them, but they do come from a tough conference. They are sitting at 0-4 so far in the Fox Valley Conference Division 1. You got number 10, Anna, all in your own conference. That's a tough conference to play in.
Yeah, that's a very tough conference. And the Oshkosh teams, the Fond du Lac team, many of those teams much better right now. A little
not going on the air right now, but definitely with our headsets right now. worried about that being an issue during our game. But again, it should be a good contest. Waupun does have a nice game there. I think they're going up to play at Stout, aren't they? Coming up, is that where they got a game against Altoona coming up on the Saturday. We're not going to be covering that ball game. They even offered to give us a ride up there on the team bus, but they are going to play a team that was kind of a replacement instead of that game against Bloomer. He scheduled that game because there's a couple brothers over there that were on the team that were going to be one of the better teams in the entire state. Well, the dad took his 2 sons out of state, took them over to Minnesota, and so that made it not quite as intriguing of a game for them. So they rescheduled with Altoona as the team they were going to play, and that's who they'll play coming up this Saturday.
Yeah, that's it's going to be a nice trip for the Warriors, and maybe a little team bonding that weekend. That's what's nice too. You get the younger guys in with the older guys, and you spend some time together doing team activities as well as basketball, and sometimes that can really bring a team together.
So again, it's Waupun taking on Appleton North. I'm going to keep on saying Oshkosh North, but it's because they are the best team ranked wise in the state right now. But it's Appleton North, the Lightning, in town here to take on the Waupun Warriors. We'll be back with more of our pregame show brought to you by Home and Auto Sales in just a few minutes on FM 103.3 and RadioPlusInfo.com.
Took marinated all-white meat chicken and married it with our cheesy quesadilla to create the perfect union. Introducing Crispy Chicken Quesadilla. Get it with all your favorites like a crunchy taco, Doritos Locos taco, and an ice-cold medium drink for just $5. Together at last, but only for a limited time. The new $5 Crispy Chicken Quesadilla box, only at Taco Bell.
At Summit Automotive, we treat you like family.
We're right here off Highway 41 in Fond du Lac.
And we have one of the largest selections of vehicles.
That's right, over 400 to choose from.
At Summit Automotive.
New Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams.
And one of the largest used car and truck selections.
That means you can drive one home today.
We'll give you our best deals.
Our best service.
Our best value.
You have our word on it.
Hablamos español.
Come see us. We'll go
the extra mile for you.
At Summit Automotive, Fond du Lac.
Dr. Kathy Doyle and her team realize that teamwork is the key to success. From the team at Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, call 907-1400. That's 907-1400.
When you flip on the news or listen to the news, all you hear about is healthcare. What are we doing in this country with healthcare? The good news is you can still find and buy affordable health insurance. Call the Leb Insurance Group of Fond du Lac.
The Leb Insurance Group offers individual and family medical plans, Medicare options, vision, dental, life insurance, and much more. Call 920-243-4100 to speak to one of our licensed agents ready to answer all of your questions, or log on to lebinsurancegroup.com.
Auto Sales pregame show continues with Steve and Randy. Waupun taking on Appleton North over at Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. Pretty good crowd. It helps to have that youth night. It's a way to bring some people in, especially on kind of an off night playing a non-conference team like Appleton North. So
and with a big hockey game in town.
Yeah.
One of the bigger ones, it'll be with the Fond du Lac Waupun hockey game. So, yes.
Yeah,
nice
a lot of kids
crowd.
in the crowd for even the Warrior Nation. That sometimes you kind of have to divide the fans up with that, but that looks like that's doing pretty well over there too. Let's take a look now at the Pete's Auto Repair and Sales keys to the game. For keys to a great vehicle, contact Pete's Auto Repair and Sales on the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in Waupun. Give them a call at 324-3465 for Waupun's best oil change. What do you got, Randy, for a couple keys for Waupun?
Well, I think for Waupun, and we alluded to this against Velders, Waupun's going to come out early and match intensity, and we've mentioned Appleton North, not a real good team up in that conference, but they do play in a D1 conference, a tough league in that Fox Valley up there, and they play bigger, stronger kids night in and night out, and you just going to figure they're going to be coming here physical, and they're going to get after it, and Waupun's going to match that intensity right away.
They play 18 games in the conference because they've got 10 teams in the conference. You got to play 18 games, and
yes.
But it's a tough conference when you're playing against all those highly ranked teams. And like you said, D1 looks a little bit different. Like when I saw some of the football teams, I mean, those are like you can tell the difference between
College.
D1 really good football teams and D4, 5, and 6 really good football teams. The kids were huge out there, bigger, stronger, and faster. It kind of maybe a little bit the same way with basketball. But we'll see what happens here tonight. You can't take them lightly just because they haven't won a game yet. They are a team that plays some very tough games and very tough teams. Let's move on, and we'll take a look at our Dentistry of Wisconsin coach's smile. The biggest key for Dan DeMast tonight that'll put a smile on his face. And maybe I'll kind of throw it out there. We discussed it, alluded to it earlier in the pregame show. We were talking about how he'd like to get some of these younger players in and see them continually get better and become big parts of the team as they go further in the season to make us a little more deep and strong team. And that's what hopefully he'll get a chance to do tonight, and hopefully he'll get some good results from his younger players. I'm sure that will make him very happy.
Yeah, this team, starting team, very experienced. The bench, not so much, and a good opportunity to get experience, get them ready for conference play.
Well, we're going to take another break, come back with the starting lineups, our injury report, and the beginning of tonight's game. Waupun taking on the Lightning of Appleton North in non-conference boys basketball. You can watch it. It's not just on the radio. You can also watch it streaming live on our website, radioplusinfo.com. The stream team is here, so tune into that if you are not at the game already, and listen to Randy and I's broad call of the game and get to watch the game. Very high quality. Be back with the beginning of the game right after this on FM 103.3 and radioplusinfo.com.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.
The Commonwealth Companies, a team of highly experienced developers, contractors, property managers, and landscape professionals. Since 2001, Commonwealth has been a leader in innovative real estate development of affordable housing, superior and cost-efficient construction processes, state-of-the-art property operations, and creative landscape projects. Commonwealth projects reflect their commitment to the community. The adaptive reuse of existing buildings continues to lead us down the path of an expanding and diversified development portfolio. Good luck to all area teams on your trek to a state title from everyone at the Commonwealth Companies.
Everson and Gibbs LLC attorneys at law provide you with all your legal needs, from corporate, business planning, personal injury, estate planning, and family law. Contact Everson and Gibbs today at 920-922-7113 for all your legal needs.
If you're looking for a job where you play an important role in your company and work in a supportive team environment, join Spectrum today. As a customer service representative, you'll represent the nation's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to the communities we serve. We offer a competitive salary, best-in-class benefits, complimentary services, paid training, and excellent opportunities for growth and advancement. Interested? Go to jobs.spectrum.com today.
Good luck to all area sports teams this season from Anders Auto Parts of Fond du Lac. When you're looking for quality paint and parts, Anders Auto Parts is the place to go. Anders Auto Parts has been serving the automotive paint and parts market since 1956. Anders features PPG automotive and industrial paints, quality name brand auto parts, and an experienced, knowledgeable staff ready to assist you. Anders is located at 16 West Sibley Street, just off of North Main Street. Call Anders first at 922-3390. Good luck to all area teams from Anders Auto Parts.
We're back in Waupun. Waupun getting set to take on the Lightning of Appleton North, and we're going to move on with our Home and Auto Sales pregame show and talk a little bit about the injury report brought to you by Waupun Chiropractic. To prevent your next injury, contact Dr. Randy, Dr. Steve, and Dr. Sparks at 324-9899. That's 324-9899. Stop in for details about their sports program. 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun, and everybody pretty early in the season, feeling pretty good. We talked about Jack Lenz before, still not 100% on that ankle, but he is in the starting lineup for the Waupun Warriors, so he's good enough to play, just nursing a bit of a tender ankle. So that's about it really for the injury report.
Yeah, that's not a basketball injury. That's a lingering from the football season and not in the playoffs either for Waupun, the last game of the year. So, yeah, good to see Jack out there and able to start the season.
If I was really doing things right, I would have watched them with their starting lineup because Coach Joey Overstreet, first-year coach for Appleton North, did not give me his starting lineup, so I should have been watching that, writing that down as they came out, but I missed that. But here's the Beaver Dam Community Hospital starting lineup for your Waupun Warriors. Marcus Damask had 19 points in the last game, 35 in the first game. He is a 6'6 junior. Trevor Vandeshand, a 6-foot junior. Jack Lenz, guard, a 5'11 senior. Owen Tooney had a nice second half in that victory against Velders. Had 2 points in the first half, 9 in the second half. He's a 6'3 senior. And Reese Holman also with another pretty nice game out there. Got that little half hook shot going using the left hand on one of his baskets and made his free throws too in that ball game. So he's the other starter for Waupun, a 6'5 junior, and that is the starting lineup for the Waupun Warriors. Kind of just circling names as I see the guys out there right now on the court for Appleton North. And their starting lineup is Noah Koleski. He is a 6'3 senior, averaging almost 5 points a game. Luke Van Handel, he's a 6'3 junior. Michael Krause, he is a 6'3 senior. Jaquez Overstreet, the coach's son, a freshman at 6'2", and Sam Crowley is a 6'7 senior. Could be a battle of the headbands out there between Mr. Crowley's got that, sporting that, and so is Reese Holman.
I think Reese Holman wins in the hair, though.
Yeah, he beats everybody. Not just the people on the court, but I think up in the crowd and everything. That is like the perfect hair.
It makes me a little jealous of all that.
I'd like to have that option. We don't have that option. Well, Waupun does win the tip. Ball down the left corner, down to Trevor Vandeshand. He's going to dribble back out and gives it back to Marcus Damask, top of the key. Right side now with it is Jack Lenz. Going to work in the perimeter right now. Man-to-man defense being played by the Lightning. Marcus Damask working against Crowley, their 6'7 kid. And going to go right to the rack with the right hand. And he's just too good a player, too good to get to the rim. And Crowley too slow stopping that. And that's a basket to get Waupun going for Marcus Damask. 2-0 Waupun on your Marcus and State Bank scoreboard.
And once again, we see Waupun switching things early.
And ball loose, and that is picked up by Jaquez Overstreet. He's got it. And dribbles out near top of the key. Passes the ball over to Michael Krause. Back over to Overstreet near half court.
Waupun not afraid to switch man and have some of their guards play bigger guys. They're confident they're strong enough to do that.
Yeah, we really don't have any big, slow, plotty guys out there. Very athletic team Waupun has. And three-point shot from the corner rattles out, no good. Waupun gets the rebound. Tooney has it. Kind of gave up his dribble and looking for someone to get it to. Out near half court with it now is Marcus Damask.
Here's Coach Damask calling for movement. Too much standing.
And a little pass underneath the basket, but Marcus Damask has to kick it back up. Vandeshand will put up a three-point shot back of the rim, no good. Tooney grabs the rebound on the weak side and goes right to the rack, but he misses on a shot inside. It looked like he was going to go back outside. He went right back to the rack, and the great move just didn't finish. And then down on the other end scoring is Luke Van Handel. Goes right hard to the basket. along that right baseline and puts it in. We're tied at 2 apiece.
Yeah, Waupun just did not get back on that transition after Tooney missed that bunny.
A very inexperienced team in a rebuilding year, according to Coach Overstreet, and a 3-point basket by Marcus Damask. He's got the range. He can take you inside. He can shoot from outside. Complete player for Waupun.
Marcus just standing there and giving him too much room. Didn't think he was going to pull it. He able to just rise up with no rhythm at all and knock down that three-pointer.
Lightning getting called for over and back. And it'll be Waupun basketball with a 5-2 lead. Yeah, Coach Overstreet talked about his team. Says, we've been rebuilding for about 4 years. He said finally he's taken the team over, and it seems like he's got a pretty good attitude with the team. Van de Zand goes to the rack where he gets fouled on his way to the basket. And they're going to say he was on the floor. Even though they're lining up, I guess they are going to say it was in the shot. So 2 free throws for Trevor Van de Zand.
Foul goes on Koleski. Noah Koleski is first.
First free throw rattles around. No good for Trevor. That's all like a fun coach, Coach Overstreet. He was fun to talk to up there. I've talked about 10, 15 minutes before the game, but definitely a lot of energy that he brings, and has a son on the team too with the ball right now, a freshman on the court. It was Crowley to the basket. That one gets tipped away by Reese Holman up by the rim. Lightning still with the basketball. Noah Koleski with a 3-point basket, an answer to Waupun's 3, and we are tied. Right now 6-5 after Waupun had that free throw the other time down. Waupun with the lead, and the Marcus Zand State Bank scoreboard. Marcus Damask top of the key with it. Gets it back over to Owen Tooney. Back to Marcus. He's going to put up a 3-point shot. Comes up a little bit short. Long rebound going to Noah Koleski, pushing it up along the left side now for the Lightning. Don't forget, you can also watch this game on RadioPlusInfo.com. Why just sit and look at your radio right now? You can watch a video streaming of the stream team here. Great quality. Back cut, ball knocked away, and coming up with it now is Reese Holman leading the fast break. Goes Owen Tooney with a 3-point shot from the right side, and he buries it. Tooney in the scorebook now, puts Waupun up 9-5 on your Marcus Zand State Bank scoreboard.
Owen Tooney with that really slow start against Valders in the first half. Only had the 2 free throws tonight, looking to score early.
Van Handel working against Marcus Damask, misses a shot. Ball knocked out to Koleski. Lightning still has it. Overstreet getting the ball down to Crowley in the right corner, working against Holman, goes hard to the rack with it, kicks it back out to the left side. Well, Crowley's got a few moves out there. A little behind between the legs and quickly along the baseline, but didn't shoot. And Waupun knocks the ball loose. Coming up with it is Trevor Van de Zand. He kind of spins around out on the perimeter and gives it over to Jack Lenz to set things up now for the Warriors. Damask has it top of the key, gets called for the travel. Kind of a little hesitation.
A little false start again with that second foot. Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times this season.
So a turnover for the Warriors, and Lightning will get the basketball. All the starters still on the court for the Waupun Warriors. 13:35 left in the first half. 9-5 the lead for Waupun over Appleton North. Ball's got Overstreet, loses the ball, goes over to Tooney, and he's going to foul Tooney before he probably saved the basket down there on the, as he passed it down to Van de Zand, who's streaking down the other side of the court. So reach-in foul into Tooney. Call on Overstreet.
Yeah, I don't think Overstreet realized that it was a 2-on-1 break there, but foul worked out in Appleton North's favor. Would have been an easy layup for Trevor Van de Zand.
Reese Holman with the top of the key. Little back cut by Marcus Damask, goes up and knows how to use that body. Goes right at Crowley. Kind of bangs into him, keeps the ball off to his right, away from the defender, and puts it off the glass and in. Gets fouled to the line to shoot 1 free throw is Marcus Damask.
That's a really nice set there by the Warriors. They bring Holman up high, and then with Marcus Damask knocking down threes and taking threes, a lot of pressure. He back cuts for the easy basket.
And makes the free throw. Yeah, knows how to use that big body. He could have went in just for a little lay in there, but why not? I'll go up and get 3 points out of this. He's a great free throw shooter. 12-5 the lead now for the Warriors. Michael Krause with it. Back over to Koleski, and the hands now Overstreet, bringing it out back near half court to reset for the Lightning. Gives up his dribble, but finds Koleski. Ball passed down in the left side over to Kreitzer. Overstreet passing left side again over to Jack Kreitzer, and got a timeout called on the court, and we'll be back in 30 seconds with more boys basketball on FM 103.3 and RadioPlusInfo.com.
So you're ready for a new TV. Nice. Are you thinking LED Smart TV, Ultra HD 4K, OLED Plasma Curved Screen, 3D, Energy Star, Ultra Thin, 240 Hz, or Cloud? Should you choose a big screen, a bigger screen, or just plain huge? Well, at Silica, we make it easy. Save big on the amazing clarity of Ultra HD. Plus, pay no interest when paid in full within 12 months. So go bigger and better the easy way at Silica for your home. We speak TV.
After that Appleton North timeout, Waupun leading 12-5 with 12:45 left in the first half on your Marquezan State Bank scoreboard. Lightning bringing the ball up. Jaquez Overstreet with it. Little pass inside to Crowley. He's going to go to the rack and getting tied up by Owen Tooney, but gets fouled by Tooney on the wrist. And to the line to shoot two will be Sam Crowley.
Yeah, pretty good defense there by Owen Tooney. Walled up early, but he did come down a little bit with the one arm, and officials are often going to call that if you kind of go down at the player. And if he would have just walled up, he probably would have not been called for the foul.
Sam Crowley coming up short on his free throw. Yeah, well, Waupun still sticking with the starting lineup yet, but according to Dan Damaski, he's going to get a lot of playing time in for his young players and give them some time and some confidence on the court. Next one a little too strong, and Reese Holman gets the rebound for Waupun, gives it up to Marcus Damask to bring it up now for the Warriors. Gives it over to Van de Zandt to set things up now for Waupun. Holman has it, back over to Van de Zandt, staying out on the perimeter on the left side, back to Tooney. And he's going to go in strong on the left side, uses that big body and goes right at Kreitzer. Makes the shot, a little runner from 2 feet out, and gets fouled. And to the line to shoot one will be Owen Tooney.
Yeah, you mentioned the big body. Not as big as he used to be. He's leaner, you know, a little bit more athletic looking, moves quicker, I think, and that time got there in a hurry, but yet still has the strength and the big arms to get it done when he gets to the hoop. All around good quality high school player in Owen Tooney.
Perfect rotation on that one, and he gets it to go. He's got 6 points in the ball game. Waupun has opened up a 10-point lead, 15-5 with 12-12 and counting down in the first half. Lightning with the basketball. Kreitzer has it, gets it back out on top. 3-point shot by Devin Blom. That is missed, and Reese Holman getting the ball up to Van de Zandt, splits some defenders, goes up strong on the right side, overlays it, rolls out. And Tooney somehow takes the ball away, going to find Holman all alone underneath the basket. What a great job by Tooney to find Holman underneath the basket for an easy two for Reese.
Yeah, this is a pretty nice basketball team that Waupun puts on the floor right here. A lot of guys that do good things. Very unselfish.
And the left-handed shot comes up short, and it's going to be out of bounds off the Lightning. Waupun basketball, and the youth movement is coming into the game now for Waupun. A couple guys that gave some great minutes during some crucial times in that basketball game against Velders back on Friday. Keegan Hartring coming in the ball game along with Gabe Keach.
Yeah, I believe Hartring ended up with 7 points in that game. Look back here, yeah, he had 7 in that game, but not only that, he rebounded, he played decent defense. Let the game come to him.
His dad said he's 6'3", but he's got about a 6'9" wingspan. He measured that. You can tell by looking at him. He's got some long arms on him. And Keats really brings some nice energy to the court. Cross-court pass to the right side, little touch pass into Hartrank, and posts up and puts it up and in. He definitely knows where the basket is and looks strong with that move. Got himself a couple points within the first minute of coming into the ball game.
Yeah, that's a nice job of sealing. After the skip pass, all the defense moves to the opposite side of the court. He went in, sealed. Great entry pass as well.
Here goes Van Handel on the left side, and he'll put it off the glass and in for his 4th point of the ball game. Cross-court pass left side over to Van de Zandt in rhythm, throws it up and in from 3-point land. Just kind of tell he was in a little bit of a rhythm when he had that one bounce and just threw it up there and buries it. Waupun leading 22-7 over the Lightning.
We're seeing Keach really getting after it now defensively.
Patrick Watson goes to the rack with it, misses, and a putback. Nice putback there by Jack Kreitzer. He got himself his first points of the ball game, a 6'4" sophomore. Pondo leading 22-9 on your Marquezan State Bank scoreboard. Here's Reese Holman, gets the ball knocked away by Kreitzer, and a tie-up on the floor, maybe? No. Yeah, tie-up on the floor, and ball going to the Lightning. Alternating possession arrow.
You see Appleton North, they're going to be smaller than most of the teams that they play in their conference. Right now you can see anytime the ball goes into the post, they're digging with guys down there. They're not going to leave their postman behind by himself. They're going to go in and dig on him and try and double the post.
But the rack is Watson, misses, and Marcus Damask with the rebound, pushes it up to Keats along the right side, but loses control of the basketball as he was taking it down on the fast break and throws it out of bounds. It is Lightning basketball.
A little bit too quick right there. Just needed to slow down and make the safe play.
Oh, I forgot to wear my flannel tonight. I see in the student section always sets the tone, and that must be flannel. Usually you wear that on flannel Fridays, but they're doing here on Tuesday night.
I have to welcome you back to Wisconsin, by the way. I know. Three-pointer there by
Luke Van Handel.
Van Handel again, but yeah, welcome you back to Wisconsin. I know we worked Friday, but welcome to the Midwest and about a 40-degree temperature drop on your little trip to Florida.
Yeah, that was nice for a couple days, but boy, today things changed. A little running 10-footer, no good by Van de Zan, and then maybe a foul on Holman chasing the ball down against Kreitzer. So that'll be a foul on Waupun, just the second team foul. Holman's going to sit down, too, and he's going to check back in the ball game. So Blakely Weisman. Yeah, and there's a nice active big guy on the court for the Warriors. Only a couple starters on the court for Waupun. A lot of youth out there. They pass along the left side in the hands of Krause. He's being guarded by Hartbrink, bodying up on him, playing some good physical basketball. He passes it out of there. Kreitzer kicks the ball out on top. Here goes Krause along the left side, and goes off of his hands and out of bounds. Waupun basketball leading 22-12 with 8:43 left in the first half.
I see Patrick Watson in for the Lightning right now. He looks like the running back type. Strong young man, not very long, but he looks like a good athlete, strong. He's trying to drive the ball to the basket, just not able to get it done right now.
Yeah, a couple times, couple drives to the basket. Here goes Tooney with a three-point shot. Rims around, no good, and Watson gets the rebound, gives it over to Overstreet, pushing it up now for the Lightning. Kicks it out right side over to Krause, passes up the three-point attempt. Overstreet passing it over to Patrick Watson, near top of the key, dribbles off to his right. High pass, a little too high. Nice job by Tooney, kind of stepping in there, probably throwing that pass off just a little bit. One too high over Overstreet's head and out of bounds. Waupun basketball.
I don't think we have to sugarcoat it at all. I think the Lightning, they're going to struggle in the league with those top 10 teams that they're going to see night in and night out. Man,
yeah, it's going to be a rough road for them. Tooney gets in the lane, a little hesitation, goes hard to the rack. Maybe got a tip away a little bit by Crowley, and Lightning now with the basketball. Van Handel gets it taken away. Coming up with it as Keats passes it down to the right corner over to Weisman. Back on top to Van de Zan, dribbles off to his right and goes hard in the lane and gets it back out on top over to Keach. Well, I'm being patient this time down the court. Down along the left block with it is Owen Tooney. Van de Zan from way downtown and misses that one. Overstreet gets the rebound. We're stuck at 22-12 here for the last few minutes. Waupun in the lead on your Marquezan State Bank scoreboard. Watson dribbling out near top of the key against Van de Zan, gives up his dribble. And finally gets the ball up to Sam Crowley, being guarded by Owen Tooney. In the lane with it, draws some contact, and that's going to be another foul on Owen Tooney.
Say before the shot, they're actually going to go out of bounds on that early body by Tooney.
That is the second personal foul on Owen, third team foul. And I think Owen's they're going to take him out. We're going to take Hartdrink out of it, but we said, no, put him back out there. Owen's got a couple fouls already. So Waupun down to just two starters on the court. Watson has it along the right corner, working against Damask. Back over to Krause. Now in the hands of Van Handel. He's working against Weisman. Kind of out of control shot. That one misses, and chased down by Keach. Gets it off to Marcus Damask to bring it up. See if Waupun can get off from 22. A little pass underneath, but luckily back in the hands of Waupun as that was knocked away by the Lightning. Weisman has it on the perimeter along the left corner. Back out on top with it is Marcus Damask, working against Crowley. And a travel called on Keach. Yeah, you get out there, you get your opportunity. Once in a while, you get a little anxious out there, and you threw away one bad pass out of bounds. Gets called for a travel on that possession.
You're going to get a little seat on the bench to think about it. Bennett Veliky into the game for the Warriors.
We've seen Mr. Veliky throughout the season. Very good football player. A rough season for the Warriors, but he's one of the better shining spots for the Warriors during the season.
Great speed, good feet as well. He can defend.
He had some big plays towards the last few games of the season. Some big touchdown catches for Waupun. Really became kind of a go-to guy. Overstreet passes the ball near half court over to Luke Van Handel, working against Marcus Damask. Under 6 to play in the half. Waupun leading 22-12. Devin Blom with it. Gets it back out on top over to Krause. Holly working against Reese Holman. Here at the free throw line and goes up and misses a shot. Good job by Damask not to foul on that one. Changes the shot. And Marcus still with the basketball. Now gets it down to Holman along the right side. And clears it out. Here goes Lenz from the left corner. Three-pointer on the way. No good, but a good miss as it goes right in the hands of Reese Holman, who puts it in for the easy two.
Jack says, nice pass, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get an assist.
Coach Overstreet was trying to call a timeout, but I think they called a foul before that as the official three-man crew comes over and said that'll be a foul on maybe Blakely Weisman on that one.
Yeah, it was on Weisman, his first.
Both teams sitting at 4 team fouls so far in the ball game, so nobody really in any trouble except for Owen Tooney sitting on the bench with those 2. North will inbound on their baseline, and kind of a high pass and panic pass and goes right to Reese Holman. He comes up with it. Waupun leading 24-12. Goes Velke over on the right side. Good ball gets blocked on his way to the basket. He gets a little bit taller player on his way to the hoop. Devin Blond goes up for the block, and they'll say that went off from Velke, I guess, and out of bounds.
After the block, I think the ball came down. Might have hit him right on top of the head as it went out of bounds.
Yeah, I like the initiative out there. Sometimes you don't get much playing time. You're afraid to pull the trigger, but he went up after it. And going up strong on the left side for the Lightning is Devin Blom. He gets fouled on his way to the basket. It's going to be on Marcus Damask picking up his first foul, team's 5th. To the line to shoot 2 is Devin Blom. Good looking stroke on that one. He is their scoring leader on the team with 9.5 points a game on the season so far in their 4 games.
Yeah, real nice looking free throw attempt there by Blom. Good arc, nice rotation.
The next one back to the rim, no good. Crawley gets the rebound though, and he's going to go up hard against Holman, but overlays it. Nice rebound, bad finish attempt, and Waupun gets the rebound and takes it over the other way. 24-13 the lead for the Warriors. We are down to 4:44 and counting down in the first half. Hopefully you're watching the ball game if you didn't make it down here from home. Some of those smart TVs. Left elbow shot by Reese Holman. Misses badly. And a rebound going to Noah Koleski, bringing it up now for the Lightning. Working against Velke.
Appeared like Reese was so wide open, he kind of panicked on that one. Had plenty of time to get off a better looking shot.
And Mr. Crawley still not afraid to drive. He just has a little trouble with the finish part of his shot and misses again another one inside. Waupun gets the rebound. Marcus Damask kicking it up to the right side to Weisman. Here goes Damask from behind the arc, about 2 feet, straight away. And buries that one for his second three of the ball game. He's now got 11 points in the first half for Waupun, 27-13 Warriors.
Well, we know Marcus Damascus is going to play college basketball somewhere, and if you're 6'6" and you can shoot it like that from about 22, you're going to have a good career someplace.
Here's a three-point attempt from the left side is no good. Holman gets the rebound but throws the ball away, and going to the rack with it after the steal is Noah Koleski. He'll get fouled and go to the line now to shoot a couple for the Lightning. 27-13 the lead now for Waupun. You know, Marcus's sister Maya having a very good season over at UW-Platteville. She's over there. She's worked herself into the starting lineup. Had a double-double in the last 3, if not 4 games over there. So good job by Maya. Dan said he's very pleased the intensity that she's playing out there for the Pioneers.
Yeah, she's a very smart player. She understands the game, and WEAC's a nice league. It's one of the better D3 leagues in the country, and yeah, good for her getting it done as a freshman there. She's a freshman, right?
Yeah.
Last
she's
year,
a freshman.
Man, those kids grow up, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And Mason's doing an excellent job in the starting lineup over at Winona State.
Yep.
Talked about that with Dan before the game, too. Next free throw is also good for Koleski.
Yeah, Mason a little didn't get a lot of minutes early on there, kind of waited his time, but we knew he was an athletic guy. He's going to play, and he'll do well in that league.
Little lob pass over to tried a little alley-oop action, no good, and getting the rebound was Keegan Hartrank, and misses his opportunity to put it in, but they're trying a little alley-oop dunk from the weak side, but overpassed it a little bit. Missed three-point attempt by the Lightning. Here goes Van de Zand to the rack with it, misses, and ball is ripped away by Noah Koleski for the rebound, and right now turning into a bit of an out-of-control track meet between these two teams.
Yeah. Way too many turnovers here. Waupun has an opportunity to run. There's definitely the ability there to run. They're just not doing it very well right now. They're not completing the opportunities and scoring.
I mentioned before, this is streaming live, but the stream team is here. Got your smart TV. It looks real nice. Good quality, very excellent quality. You get the chance to watch it on your own home TV. The stream team is here video streaming this on radioplusinfo.com. Way behind three-point line is Trevor Van de Zand, and he puts it in for his second three of the game. He's got 7. Waupun now is leading 30-15. Here's a three-point attempt, a little catch and shoot on the shot by Devin Blom, and that one ends up going out of bounds after the shot. Waupun gets the basketball. I see the Lightning. Did they play Xavier this year already too? And it looked like a game. There was a game where they lost like 109 to 70 or something, and I believe that was Xavier that they played against in that ball game.
Well, they looked to me a little susceptible to the transition game. Waupun hasn't done it very well.
When Tooney takes it strong against the 6'7" Crowley, and just a little hesitation, sits down and puts it in. He's having himself a nice game so far. 8 points in the book so far for the Warriors, and they lead 32-15, under 2 to play in the first half.
I can see where a team that would really like to run could get out on this Lightning team.
Well, Mr. Crowley finally found his distance, 3-point range. Can't make it from the free throw line, can't make it inside, but launches one from top of the key and puts it in. 32-18 the lead for the Warriors. It was Marcus draws a foul on Jack Kreitzer. Still not bonus time yet. Waupun will inbound on their baseline.
Kreitzer's second foul.
Like I said, a nice crowd here watching the ball game with a lot going on in Waupun. If they got probably a full ice rink over there on Spring Street, as the Waupun Warriors taking on the Ledgers of St. Mary Springs. And from the right elbow, turnaround shot by Damascus, no good. Rebound going to the Lightning. Overstreet brings it up, gets it over to Watson. Hands it out on the arc. Crowley over on the right corner with it. Here goes Overstreet, turns around, three-pointer up, and it is good. Nice stroke there by the freshman. Coach's son.
His first points of the night there with a three-pointer.
Yeah, 32-21, the lead for Waupun. Here goes Owen Tooney by the right elbow, gives the ball over to Van de Zand. Back over to Tooney, passes up the three-point look. Under 1 minute to play here in the first half.
Got to swing that ball too much one side of the court there. It makes it easy on the defense.
Waupun up by as many as 15 points here in the first half. Now up by 11 points. Goes Damasco. It'll jump stop. 5-footer. Puts it in.
He is way overmatched with the freshman Overstreet guarding him right there.
13 points in the game now for Damask, who is guarding Crowley right now. Back over to Watson out on top. Down to 24 seconds left. Here's Crowley by the free throw line. Kicks it out to Overstreet. Back to Watson, top of the key. And setting it up near half court again is Jaquez Overstreet, and still going to Van de Zan's going to get grabbed on his way up the court. Only the 6th team foul for the Lightning. Second foul, the second time that Jaquez Overstreet has given up the ball near half court and then had to reach out and fouled. That's where he's picked up both of his fouls so far. We're down to 8.7 seconds left. Waupun will inbound at half court. They're going to get it into Van de Zan. They'll give and go after the pass. Overlays it, though, with this nice opportunity that he had. He goes Overstreet bringing it up and is going to launch up a three-point shot. Comes up short, and that's the end of the first half. Waupun leading the Appleton North Lightning by a score of 34-21. And Randy and I'll be back in just a few minutes with our Culvers of Waupun halftime show on FM 103.3 and RadioPlusInfo.com.
Hoppers, the name you know and trust for silk screening, trophies, and awards, is now proud to offer online ordering. Go to hopperware.com and order your team spirit wear. Choose your school, choose your brand, like Under Armour and Nike. Your logo, your look, your school from Hoppers. Get started by ordering yours now at hopperware.com. That's hopperware.com. Hopper's Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, 77 North Main Street, Fond du Lac.
We're proud to be part of life's special milestones. National Exchange Bank and Trust is a locally owned independent bank with big bank abilities
and convenience for all our customers in the form of competitive market-driven banking products and solutions. Greater access with more locations and ATMs across southeastern Wisconsin. And quality customer care from familiar faces and friendly voices that you've come to know and trust.
National Exchange Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Quality service savings every day. That's what you've come to expect from us at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination. We've always provided the best quality flooring and cabinetry for your home, and now our inspired cabinetry and flooring products are doing that more than ever before. Get inspired today and save. In stock, expanded selection, everyday low pricing, along with interior design help and professional installation means the best is in store for you at FloorQuest, Washburn Street in Oshkosh, Rolling Meadows Drive, Fond du Lac.
To feel good about your smile and your dentist, visit Sauer Dental. They are dedicated to personalized dental care. So for your family dental needs, visit Dr. Todd Sauer at 845 South Main Street in Fond du Lac.
Welcome back to the Culvers of Waupun halftime show on FM 103.3 and RadioPlusInfo.com. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armga. Your halftime score of Waupun leading the visiting Appleton North Lightning by a score of 34-21. I think Waupun really had some opportunities to really pull away by more than that. They were up by as many as 15 here in the first half, but still showing that they are definitely the dominant team in this contest.
Yeah, and you would like to see the score be more separated than what it is right here, and I think Waupun had some opportunities to get out in transition, get some easy baskets, too many turnovers in those situations, and then also a lot of missed easy shots, and you're going to just have to work at it and clean that up. You got to go to practice every day and work on it and focus on finishing, and you're going to need those easy ones down the stretch when the games are close.
Yeah, exactly. It's a team, like you said, they're playing a tough conference. They're going to battle you out there, not going to give up, and kind of just hanging around, even though Waupun's been pretty much in control of the ball game. But still, the Warriors have a few things to talk about. Finishing a lot of shots that they miss inside.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I noticed in that last game against Velders. They won by 3 in the game, but it seems like that's a game that they could have won by very handily if they would have made their inside shots, especially early in the ball game. And that's happened a few times here already. Tooney missed one inside, and Trevor Van de Zan on his way to the basket kind of overlaid it just a little bit. So,
yeah, those are shots that those guys are capable of making, at 80-90% rates.
Right.
They're just not converting right now. We're not saying these guys shouldn't take those shots. They should be taking those shots. It's just it's a fact. You got to focus and you got to lay those in when your opportunities are there. And right now, Waupun a little bit sloppy. Maybe no knock on Appleton North, but maybe playing down a little bit to the competition. You can see Appleton North a little bit raw in the skill set as well.
Yeah, and our youth players that had such a good game last time, having a few struggles out there. They're going to be some great players for him, but Gabe Keach, I know he wants to please out there and gets maybe rushing himself a little bit, and had a couple turnovers in the ball game, and Keegan had an opportunity underneath the basket to put one up, and they kind of missed that easy shot inside. So, yeah, the opportunities are there. Just got to start early in the season here. You got to get those to fall, so later on those are going down for you when you work so hard to get those easy baskets, and got to make use of the opportunities you get. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first half of play.
Yeah, first off for Appleton North, Noah Koleski with 5, Jack Kreitzer with 2 points, Luke Van Handel leading Appleton North with 7. Jaquez Overstreet has 3 points. Devin Bloom, their leading scorer, only with 1 point and the 1 free throw, and then Sam Crowley with 3 points for the Lightning. And then for Waupun, they're being led by Marcus Damask. He has 13 points with 2 3-pointers. Trevor Van de Zan with 7. Owen Tooney has 8 points in the game. Keegan Hartrink with 2. And Reese Holman with 4 points. It rounds out the scoring for the Warriors.
Another nice first half. Exactly what you expect every time with Marcus Damask out there, but he's just kind of sometimes looks like a man amongst boys out there. He just does so many things so well to get himself in a good position to score. He can shoot from outside. He can create shots off the dribble. Knows how to use that big body out there. He's it's fun to know that we get to see him not only this season but next season too. Just a junior yet, so. You got a nice treat for us coming up the next few years watching Marcus, because he's just going to keep on getting better. He's going to work hard for it and be a pretty unbelievable player by the time he leaves. He's already got 1,000 points.
Yeah, and as I listen to you describe Marcus Damask's game, that makes me think, as a former coach, tough matchup at the high school level,
right,
because of his length. I mean, I think he's a legit 6'6". I mean,
yeah.
If he's not 6'6", he's got long arms. He plays at 6'6". He goes inside against smaller players. They have no chance in there around the hoop. He's a good finisher. And then you try and put a bigger man on him that'll take him out of the post, and he can go out and shoot the 22-footer, pretty solidly. So he's a tough matchup. And the one foot speed is better. He's a little quicker, and that often comes just from maturity, and you get stronger. And he was a freshman and sophomore, and now he moves better. We thought able to keep his body in Mr. What was that guy's name there again?
Kyle Tuma.
Tuma, yeah, he was a nice player, and thought the Mass did an excellent job, limiting him with his. Going to have some big games for the Warriors.
Well, we're going to take a minute break here. Come back with the second half. Waupun leading at halftime, 34-21. You're listening to Waupun Warrior basketball on FM 103.3 and RadioPlusInfo.com.
Took marinated all-white meat chicken and married it with our cheesy quesadilla to create the perfect union. Introducing Crispy Chicken Quesadilla. Get it with all your favorites like a crunchy taco, Doritos Locos taco, and an ice-cold medium drink for just $5. Together at last, but only for a limited time. The new $5 Crispy Chicken Quesadilla box, only at Taco Bell.
Welcome back to Waupun Area Junior Senior High School, playing the Waupun school song. And the new and improved words are up on the wall for everyone to see up there. And my daughter-in-law actually helped with that change back when our boys were in high school. Now my very good basketball player here for Waupun, Bridget Nickel-Winterhack, provider of one of my 5 grandsons.
5 grandsons.
Yeah.
Wow.
No granddaughters, 5 grandsons, and they're all under 5, at least for a few more weeks till Ryston, the oldest one, turns 5.
Oh, man, you get a house full when they all show up for the holidays, huh?
We did. We had a late Thanksgiving because we were in Florida during Thanksgiving this past Saturday, and all 5 of them were there, and that was a great day. Had a good time with those guys. Got my basketball team. Even got all the different positions covered. The tall, lanky slasher. I've got a big post guy. Got a ball handler bringing it up kind of the floor general. I've got all 5 pieces.
I remember these guys are like 2 to 4 years old. I don't know if you can slot them into a,
I'm sure you're already eyeing up your grandson already and seeing where is he going to be a football player. You're already kind of looking sports-wise where he might fit in.
Yeah, I had him over this afternoon in early evening before I came here, and yeah, they wear you out, don't they? Chasing those guys around.
Love to have their energy. We are underway here in the second half of play. Waupun with the basketball and a 34-21 lead over the Appleton North Lightning. Tooney has it and is going to get over to Lenz. He'll pop up about a 13-footer, misses everything on that one, and Waupun somehow comes up with the basketball. Damask kicks it out right side over to Tooney. Cross-court pass left side over to Damask. A little hesitation, splits a bunch of Lightning defenders and goes hard to the rack with it and puts it in for his 15th point. Nice little drive off the dribble there for Marcus. Saw the opening, didn't hesitate.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's once he gets there, he's just above the crowd and scores easily.
Yeah, the nice thing with him too is he's a great assist guy. I mean, he really has that. He's got a bit of a point guard mentality. He doesn't mind bringing the ball up. He's comfortable with it. And he finds some guys all alone in some good positions to get some easy baskets. And Mr. Overstreet that just shot that?
It was three-pointer, yes.
Jaquez Overstreet's got 6 points, both from long distance. Waupun leading by 12, 36-24. Yeah, Warriors will be in action coming up, like I said, this Saturday up at UW Stout, taking on Altoona, which they said is going to be a good game. They're a pretty good quality program, a good team right now, so he likes the contest that they're going to get and be challenged a little bit. Posting up underneath, good job by Damask. He had Mr. Crawley on his hip and nothing he could do. He just you can't let a guy that big post up right underneath the basket like that. Easy 2 points for Marcus Damask. Nice recognition by Trevor Vandezan. And Mr. Overstreet again, dialing one up from long distance. A couple feet behind the three-point line, nothing but net for Jaquez Overstreet.
Right-handed jump hook there by Reese Ullman. That was a beautiful-looking shot.
Yeah, Reese has got 6 points. He's really got that one going. That little half hook shot that he's got in there. I've seen him do it left-handed too, but mostly with the right hand. But nice little shot. Here goes Crowley from the left side. Three-pointer misses from the corner. And
Tooney wanted one more rebound on his stat chart there.
Competition with him and Marcus Damask, who's going to grab that ball and get that rebound. Here goes Tooney hard to the hole and draws the foul on his way to the basket. No hesitation on that one. He knew that he had a little bit of his body to create the contact, missed the shot.
Lesky.
Yeah, don't forget, coming up tomorrow night against Prep Showcase Live, from the other bar from 6 o'clock till 7 o'clock. Got some coaches that are going to show up. I see one of them in the crowd right now, Charlie Mulder, his team with a 1-point victory over Randolph in girls basketball. He's the Central Wisconsin Christian School girls basketball coach. Next free throw off the rim and in for Owen. He makes both free throws. He's got 10 points in the game.
Big rivalry there, huh?
Yeah.
CWC and Randolph.
Not conference anymore. They moved out of a different. They moved them into a different Trailways conference. So but it still is a big rivalry. But it's kind of like when Waupun plays Beaver Dam. You still consider that a big rivalry. Crowley gets the rebound on the miss, misses, gets his own rebound again, and misses again. And finally, I think Owen Toon's going to pick up a foul as Devin Blom picks up the rebound, and he gets knocked over by Tooney. He's going to pick up his third foul on that one. Now, so we got Charlie Mulder from CWC. We've got Tim Alsma, the new Waupun girls basketball coach, a key component to the success of the boys program here in Waupun, and now coaching the girls. First free throw is good by Blom. He is 2 for 3 from the line. And we'll have him on for a few minutes. Also, we'll have not Dan Damas. He's going to be watching Maya Damas play basketball coming up tomorrow night, so he will not be around. But he's going to have his assistant coach, Mihai Schnell Harrison, who's going to be down there talking to us. Makes both free throws, does Blom. And we'll also have Randy Armga down there to give his words of wisdom during our show live from the other bar. From
Possibly, Steve. I told you, I'm not committing it. I kind of made a obligation.
It's out there now.
Yeah.
Well, let me know ahead of time in case I have to get somebody else. But if you can show up, definitely love to have you on. With your wealth of knowledge, three-point shot, Marcus Damas misses.
Must have wealth of knowledge anymore.
Sunstroke. And here goes Overstreet, another three-point shot on the way. He misses that one. Reese Holman grabs the rebound away from Crowley, and Waupun taking it the other way, leading 42-29. Van de Zan from the left corner. That one's a little bit too short. Kind of a track meet right now. Maybe that's what the Lightning is looking for. And be a foul on Waupun trying to draw the charge was Keach, but got there just a little bit too late on the drive by Luke Van Handel. He's going to go to the line to shoot a couple of free throws.
A lot of the Waupun crowd kind of moaning and groaning, thought Keach might have gotten there, but I agree with you. He's probably just a hair late, slid underneath, and you have to give that player an opportunity to come down.
And Handel's free throw is good. Just kind of sticking around, staying around that 11, 12, 13-point deficit really for the last quite a few minutes of the ball game. Van Handel with another free throw. That one rims around, no good. Van de Zan gets the rebound, takes it up the Waupun end of the court. Yeah, we're going to do it every other week, every other Wednesday. We're going to try to do it during the winter season with all the great teams we have in the area. I'd like to talk to the coach. We're going to talk to Jason Buckholz, too, a few times during the season, Waupun's hockey coach.
I don't know a lot about St. Mary's Springs hockey team. I don't know if they're a high-level team or not. That'd be a big rivalry as well in Waupun tonight.
That's going to go off the foot of Crowley. That should be Waupun. It is Waupun's basketball. Yeah, they expect big things. I think they have 11 or 12 seniors on that team for Waupun's hockey team, and we're going to have a few of their games. George Bauman, that's what he does the best. He does everything very good, but his forte and his love and passion is really hockey, besides car racing. And getting fouled from behind, Marcus Damas getting fouled by Sam Crowley.
George Bauman, he had the hockey magazine for a number of years. I can't remember what the name of that was, but he was kind of the authority in the state on hockey.
He did all the rankings, had stories about conferences throughout the entire state, always on the phone talking to people. He really loves hockey. Still involved in car racing. I don't know if it's over at Elkhart Lake yet or if he's over there doing it, but he's big involved there. He does all like the racers meetings before the races, and I don't know if he still does all the announcing and stuff there. Tried to get me to do it once too years ago, and I said I know nothing, zero about cars or car racing.
Go fast and turn left.
Yeah, you only need a left blinker in the race cars.
Well, George, the hockey guy, and then he gets all his granddaughters that are basketball players.
Well, a little contact on that drive to the basket by Kyle Hammond. Hammond goes down, no call. No harm, no foul, and Waupun gets the basketball. Yeah, George knows his racing, too. That's a couple of very fanatical sports. besides maybe World Cup soccer. Van de Zan's going to get called tripping up Jack Kreitzer as he was heading up the court. Kind of sloppy basketball right now going on.
That's the exact thought I had right now. You know, both ways. Not as entertaining as the Valders Waupun game we just had on Friday. We thought pretty high-level play there, and Marcus Damask and Tuma going at it. Really a couple of marquee players, but not so much tonight. As you said, very sloppy play.
Yeah, give me a high-level game. Give me a close game. I always tell the coaches before the game, let's make it close. Close games make great radio. They'd rather all win by 10, 12, 14 points. But
to be relaxing and playing your entire bench, keeping all the families and parents happy and the kids happier. And
I got that last night, the close game with that 1-point victory back and forth all night long between CWC and Randolph girls basketball. Hamann misses his shot. Rebound goes in the hands of Blom. He'll launch one up. That one no good. Crawley weak side rebound gets knocked out of his hands by Van de Zan, taking up along the left side now for Waupun. Numbers are back though for the Lightning. Here goes Tooney, spin move with the right hand and comes up a little short. Campos trying to get to the basketball, but a good job by Devin Blom to kind of use his body to box him right out of bounds and keep him away from the basketball. So it'll be Lightning basketball. They trail by 12, 42-30, and a timeout taken by Coach Dan Damask. See if it's a 30 or a minute right now. Taking their time, letting everyone know, including the scorers table. We'll be back in a minute with more boys basketball action on FM 103.3 and RadioPlusInfo.com.
At Summit Automotive, we treat you like family.
We're right here off Highway 41 in Fond du Lac.
And we have one of the largest selections of vehicles.
That's right, over 400 to choose from.
At Summit Automotive.
New Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams.
And one of the largest used car and truck selections.
That means you can drive one home today.
We'll give you our best deals.
Our best service.
Our best value.
You have our word on it.
Hablamos español.
Come see us. We'll go
the extra mile for you.
At Summit Automotive, Fond du Lac.
Dr. Kathy Doyle and her team realize that teamwork is the key to success. From the team at Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, call 907-1400. That's 907-1400.
With Randy Armga, here bringing you Waupun Warrior basketball, taking on I don't know if they've ever played basketball against each other at the varsity level.
Sure not. A lot of youth tournaments up in that valley we went to over the years. And,
we've been up there with our kids.
The Appleton kids and the Oshkosh kids all the time.
What's the big high school team and program in Appleton out of the three major high schools over there? I know we know Xavier's up there, but as far as the D1 schools,
yeah, I don't know. It's rotated. I mean, Appleton North was really good at one time when they had the big kid up there that went to the Badgers, I think it was, and they've had some good teams too, but. Yeah, I don't know who's up right now. I think the Oshkosh.
Mater, or what was his last name? That the big guy from.
Well, there was a Mater too. Yeah, there was a.
That was up in that area.
Well, Butch came out of there too. No. Ryan Butch, he came out of one of the Appleton schools as well. So.
Appleton East had some nice runs there for a while, a few years back. And what's really unfair is when they put their hockey teams together, they put East, West, and North all on one hockey team called Appleton United and have to play teams in the same conference as poor little Waupun. Marcus Damask going to come up short of the three-point shot. Tooney chases it down, back over to Damask. Nice pass inside to Van de Zan. Good look how he's going to launch a three, but a little bounce pass, and Van de Zan puts it away for his 9th point of the game, his first points of the second half. There's that point guard mentality with making that extra pass by Marcus Damask. Now doesn't find satisfaction in those assists, too.
All started by the excellent hustle of Owen Toney to save that ball before it went out of bounds. So,
three-pointer on the way. He is no good. Damask gets the rebound. He'll push it up now for Waupun.
A little ugly right now for the Lightning.
And Tooney's going to put up a three from top of the key, a little too strong. Rebound going to Devin Blom, pushing it down now for the Lightning. 44-30 the lead for Waupun with 10:46 and counting down in the ball game. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast with the stream team. You get on your computer and dial up RadioPlusInfo.com. We are streaming live right now, video streaming along with our broadcast. Nice we'll see it too, even though I know we're painting this perfect picture. You can picture in your mind what's happening out here. A little too strong on that bank shot by Van Handel, and Waupun comes up with a rebound. Here goes Damask, a little pass over to Holman, set him up for a nice, easy basket. Nice little assist by Marcus Damask, and another basket for Reese. He's got 8 points in the game. And a timeout taken this time by the Lightning. And we'll be back in 30 seconds with more boys basketball on FM 103.3.
When you flip on the news or listen to the news, all you hear about is healthcare. What are we doing in this country with healthcare? The good news is you can still find and buy affordable health insurance. Call the Leb Insurance Group of Fond du Lac.
The Leb Insurance Group offers individual and family medical plans, Medicare options, vision, dental, life insurance, and much more. Call 920-243-4100 to speak to one of our licensed agents ready to answer all of your questions, or log on to lebinsurancegroup.com.
Steve Winterhack, Randy Armga back at Waupun Area Junior Senior High School, and just kind of hovering, like you said, about the 12-point range to 15, 16-point range right now. Waupun leading by 16, 46-30. Definitely Waupun a much better team than the Lightning. Little running shot up the back of the rim, high in the air, then back through the basket for Devin Blom. His first field goal of the ball game. He's got 5 now for the Lightning.
That's a dangerous situation. I mean, if you feel like Waupun's clearly the better team, and they should be leading by more than they are.
Nice little back cut there by Marcus Damask, and Reese Holman returning the favor on his assist he got from Damask, and does the same for Marcus. On the back cut, puts it in. Waupun now leading 48-32. 19 points in the game now for Marcus Damask. Overstreet with a 3-point shot. That one is no good, and Owen Tooney gets the rebound. Waupun pushing it up, and no dribbles on the way up. Adizan tried to go up and dunk it, did get the rim a little bit, and puts it in, though. I know he can put it down. I've seen his dad show me some videos of him throwing it down, getting bigger and stronger and more athletic this year.
That was a beautiful break right there.
That
Ball never touched the floor. From rebound, outlet, one other pass, layup.
Yeah, that's what you want to see.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Crowley has the top of the key working against Keach. Goes Overstreet with it, kind of backing up near half court, and he's going to get called for an offensive foul. Easy one for the official. And they always like that when you take the basketball, just put it on the floor right by you and walk away from it.
Yeah.
Officials love that when you do it.
Especially out of a freshman right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't quite earned the right to anything like that yet. And that was a good call. I mean, he obviously extended that off arm, and could have either been a no call, but I mean, it certainly had to go against him on the offense if it was going to be anything.
Waupun now opening up, I believe maybe their biggest lead of the ball game, up by 18. Marcus Damask will launch up a 3-point shot, and that misses everything. And he kind of going to pass it up, and he decided, well, I'll set again and see if I'll throw it up there. And not enough people in the crowd for Appleton North to start yelling air ball out, which you're not supposed to do at a game, by the way.
Yeah, that's frowned on by the WIAA.
Yeah.
I think most kids still like to do it.
Oh, yeah. But they have no students here except for
man.
What an unbelievable takeaway by Marcus Damask, just going up as Krause put up the shot. He just went right up with both hands, just grabbed it right away from him at the height of his jump. Impressive. Keegan Hartcrank in the ball game. It'll look into Marcus Damask again. If you can let him post up 2 feet in front of the basket, he'll each up every time. And Waupun recognized that, got it to him, and just turned around and put in the easy 2.
And Waupun knows exactly what they're going to do there with the high-low entry pass, but if you're Appleton North, you got to get around on that. You got to at least get 3 quarters. You cannot sit behind at that point, as you mentioned.
Here goes Crowley, comes up short on his shot, trying to force a shot up, and they get their own rebound, putting it back up. He is Kreitzer, and he gets his second basket of the ball game. Waupun up by 18, 52-34, and your Marquezan State Bank scoreboard. Damask turns around, 3-point shot on the way, and he says, I'm not going to let that air ball stop me from shooting another 3, and he turns around and buries one. He's got 24 points in the ball game. There's the 3-point shot by the Lightning, back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Marcus Damask, pushing it up for Waupun.
The opportunity there for Damask just to pull the 3 as he walked to the line, but very patient.
Here's Owen Tooney working along the right side of the lane. Comes up short on his left-handed shot. Beautiful move, powerful move there by Tooney. Just came up short on the shot. Overstreet has it for the Lightning. Gives it over to Watson. Goes up strong on the left side. Just kind of chucks one up there. He gets fouled on his way down the left side of the lane. And they're going to call a foul on Waupun's Jack Lenz. And shooting a couple of free throws will be Patrick Watson.
Oh, and Tooney with the two-hand fake pass where he stuck the ball over his guy's head.
Yeah.
Reminded me of your nephew, Andy. Andy Visser used to do that so well. He'd actually stick it over a guy's head and pretend he had passed it on a skip pass. The guy would turn the other way and run, and he'd just go to the basket and dunk it.
The Globetrotter type action there. You said something a little more street ball, I guess.
He was kind of a character anyway some days.
Well, that bunch had a lot of fun back in the classes of 09,
he was
10,
an athlete,
08.
though, Andy Visser. Jump out of the gym, run. Good athlete, good player.
Yep, they had some fun. It was fun to see him play along with your son and his cousin, my son, and that was a fun bunch and a good quality bunch of players back then.
Corey Nickel on that team, bunch of those guys could really shoot it.
Jack Lenz in the ball game, turns around and puts it up against Overstreet, misses. Getting the rebound is Weisman. Back to Lenz, going to launch up a three. Can we call that two? Two-point shot for Jack Lenz.
Toe on the line for Jack right there.
Also see Tyler Weiss in the ball game, the 5'10" junior. I want to remeasure him. Left-handed shot, and that one nothing going in for Appleton right now, and Waupun is leading 57-35, up by 22. Also in the ball game, Connor Camphouse.
Nice job.
Yeah, nice look inside over to Keegan Hartkrink. He gets fouled hard and loses his tennis shoe, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple now for Waupun. Yeah, so getting that youth movement on the court right now, maybe not as much as what Dan wanted to in this ball game. But he's got them all out there now with 5:35 left in the game, and Keegan Hartkrink at the free throw line.
Like how Hartkrink was very patient there, sat down, used a shot fake, got the guy up in the air, and then went up strong.
Nice stroke on that one for the sophomore for the Warriors.
As you said, well, they list him about 6'3", but huge wingspan.
Yeah, Dad said 6'9". He talked to him before the game and told him what nice game he had that last game. That one rattles out no good, and Hartkrink's going to get it back and gives the ball up over to Weisman. Nice unselfish play. He could have took it up himself, but found Weisman over on the left side of the basket all by himself, and he's got himself in the scorebook. And we got a foul on the Lightning over on their offensive end of the court. Offensive foul. Waupun gets the ball back, leading 60-35, 5:24 left in the ball game.
Coach Overstreet saying, "Where are you going, Patrick Watson?" Just trying to jam into.
Goes Hartkrink, little turnaround shot, ends up missing it. Good thought. There's a couple of the bigs out there trying to find each other. It's good. I'd like to see that when they're kind of looking for the other big guy out there moving underneath the basket. Misses that shot.
Nice job showing there on the screen.
Yeah. Little lob pass inside, turnaround shot, and that one goes in for Luke Van Handel. He's got 10 points in the game now for the Lightning.
Only his first basket here in the second half. Did have one free throw earlier.
Lenz has in lane, kicks it out to Weisman, has it near top of the key. Taking the ball over to Weiss. And there goes Hartkrink working along that right side and gets it back to Lenz from the left elbow, a little bit too strong, and getting the rebound is Michael Krause of the Lightning. Gets it off to Watson, kicks it out to Overstreet, three-pointer on the way, and it is nothing but net for Jaquez Overstreet. He's got 12 points all from long distance.
Full court pressure here by Appleton.
So the Warriors up 60-40. Weiss gets the ball over to Weisman. Little look underneath and gets over to Camphouse. Misses his shot inside. Now he's going to get fouled. He got the ball right back to him. And with the putback, gets fouled to the line to shoot two. For the Warriors will be Connor Camphouse looking for his first points of the ball game.
It's one of the changes this year, Steve, in the officiating. They go to two hands now, like the college game. It used to always be you'd call the fouls. It'd be a a 2 and a 4 on the same hand. Now you'll see the right hand with the 10-digit number in the left hand. So I don't know if you've noticed that at all, but
I did notice it, but I didn't know if that was just something, an option that you had as an official, or if that's something they told them they had to do.
That is something that's been made mandatory as of this year. So yeah, you'll see the 24 being held up with the 2 hands now.
Nice looking stroke there by Connor Camphouse on both his free throws. He makes them both. He's in the scorebook. Waupun leading 62-60. Only a couple starters on the court for Waupun right now, with Van de Zan out there along with Marcus Damask. And Marcus goes up and blocks the shot attempt by Devin Blom. He comes streaking in through the lane, try to put it up with the left hand, and Marcus reaches out without jumping and just knocks it out of bounds. Lightning keep possession of the basketball. And that'll be a foul, looks like, on Weiss as the inbounds pass gets over to Luke Van Handel and puts it up, but he gets shoved by Weiss. Makes him earn it at the free throw line. 62-40 the lead now for Waupun with 3:49 left in the game. And Handel's first free throw is good.
Good to see the reserves in the game playing extremely well, I would say. And right now, I mean, it's not breaking down. You're not seeing a lot of turnovers and ugly basketball. They're doing a nice job getting into the flow of the game, handling the full court pressure.
Yeah, good time to bring him in. A little pass up the court over to Weisman. Finds, look for Campos over the left side. He thought it was for somebody else, didn't grab it. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Lightning basketball.
Blakely says, come on, Connor, I had an assist to you. Connor thinking it might have been someone wider than him on the court.
Don't forget about the Sully Sporting Goods Prep Showcase coming up tomorrow from 6 to 7, live from the other bar. I'll be down there. Have a few coaches from around the area. Charlie Mulder from CWC, the girls basketball team, will be there. Also Tim Alsma, the girls basketball coach. His first year as the head coach of the girls program here at Waupun. Got Mihai Schnell Harrison. I got to practice that one all night. The assistant
easy for
coach.
You to say.
Yeah, here goes Weiss from the right side. He launches up a three, and why not? Because I want to get myself in the books too, and he makes it. We've got a timeout taken now by the Lightning, with Waupun leading 65-42. And we'll be back with more Waupun Warrior basketball after this in just 1 minute on FM 103.3 and RadioPlusInfo.com.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.
The Commonwealth Companies, a team of highly experienced developers, contractors, property managers, and landscape professionals. Since 2001, Commonwealth has been a leader in innovative real estate development of affordable housing, superior and cost-efficient construction processes, state-of-the-art property operations, and creative landscape projects. Commonwealth projects reflect their commitment to the community. The adaptive reuse of existing buildings continues to lead us down the path of an expanding and diversified development portfolio. Good luck to all area teams on your trek to a state title from everyone at the Commonwealth Companies.
The action here at Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. Waupun leading 65-42. Under 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Impressive victory here by the Waupun Warriors here against the Lightning, a Division I school. Ball lost by the Lightning. Coming up with it is Trevor Van de Zan. Bringing it up now for the Warriors. Weiss with it, back over to Trevor in the right corner. Underneath the basket to Marcus Damask, kicks it up to Camphouse on the left side, and can't get that one to fall in the three-point attempt. 2.5 to play. Lightning with the basketball. Waupun with the lead, up by 23. And we'll have a few Waupun Warrior games, the boys' games, that'll be with the stream team, streaming live on RadioPlusInfo.com like it is tonight. Love to have that. Marcus Damask comes up with the basketball, streaking to the basket, goes up and is going to slam it and gets it knocked from behind by Kreitzer, and Lightning taking it the other way. See, Marcus had designs to go up and jam the basketball, and Dad not exactly happy with that. He could have maybe dumped it off on the way, but. And a foul back on Waupun down on the Lightning side of the court. At the free throw line for Appleton North is Brock Mischler. Had to get a pronunciation on that one, and I said we got a lot of Mischlers around the area.
Yeah, that's a common name here in the Beaver Dam and Waupun area.
Yeah.
Anybody that rides a motorcycle definitely knows the Mischler name.
Yeah, that's, I think, spelled the same way and everything. They said, I know how to say that one. That's a lot of Mischlers around the area here.
You and I went to school with a number of Mischlers.
Oh, yeah. Next free throw, that one is no good, and rebound by Reese Holman after he got tapped around by Owen Tooney a few times. Under 2 to play. Waupun will remain perfect on the season, go to 3-0 on the season. This victory against the Lightning. Yeah, we'll bring plenty of Waupun games, boys and girls. We'll have some hockey games that we'll be bringing you here on this radio station. Reese Holman gets fouled on his way to the basket. Doing a lot of the area communities. Like last night, I was over in Randolph doing CWC and Randolph girls basketball. We'll hear some Oakfield games on the air. Laconia will have some of their games during the season. Marquezan. So we'll be covering the area just fine with a lot of very good teams in our area. So it's going to be a fun winter to be calling some sports here around the Waupun area. Holman comes up short on his free throw attempt. We are done for this week, except for the show coming up tomorrow. The next one comes up short, too, by Reese.
Not pretty there by Reese Holman.
No.
Used to give Colton a hard time, his big brother, a heck of a player playing at UW Lacrosse right now, not being a real good free throw shooter.
2-on-1 break and a little flip up to Keats from Owen Tooney. And the fast break. Basket for Gabe Keats, getting his first points of the ball game. He's rewarded for running the court. Strong move on the right side. He is overlaid and missed by Kyle Hammond. Waupun comes up with a rebound down to 107 and counting down to the ball game. Stick around. We'll be announcing our player of the game, brought to you by Jimmy Johns of Waupun. Also, Connor Wells and Vanderwerf post-game stats. In-depth stats, shooting percentages, everything. I've had some guys that are just numbers guys, you know, just a good. Dave Gove was a good one at that. He's got the calculator out. He's giving me shooting percentages and rebounds, and it's just crazy. Some guys are just stat guys. Three-pointer by Weiss from straight away. That one comes up short. Kreitzer with the rebound for the Lightning.
Pretty good job by the officiating crew tonight. Didn't overcall the game and still kept it pretty clean.
Yeah, good flow to the game as far as that's concerned. You know, there's some ugly moments in the ball game play-wise, but the officials, I think, called a good game.
Especially a sloppy game, and it could be overcalled and make it really ugly, but nice job by the crew tonight, three-man crew.
Waupun comes up with a 67-43 victory over the visiting Appleton North Lightning. They go to 3-0 on the season, and Randy and I'll come back with the post-game show coming your way in just 4 minutes. Maybe sooner if we get Dan Damask up here on FM 103.3 and RadioPlusInfo.com.
If you're looking for a job where you play an important role in your company and work in a supportive team environment, join Spectrum today. As a customer service representative, you'll represent the nation's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to the communities we serve. We offer a competitive salary, best-in-class benefits, complimentary services, paid training, and excellent opportunities for growth and advancement. Interested? Go to jobs.spectrum.com today.
Good luck to all area sports teams this season from Anders Auto Parts of Fond du Lac. When you're looking for quality paint and parts, Anders Auto Parts is the place to go. Anders Auto Parts has been serving the automotive paint and parts market since 1956. Anders features PPG automotive and industrial paints, quality name brand auto parts, and an experienced, knowledgeable staff ready to assist you. Anders is located at 16 West Sibley Street, just off of North Main Street. Call Anders first at 922-3390. Good luck to all area teams from Anders Auto Parts.
We're proud to be part of life's special milestones. National Exchange Bank and Trust is a locally owned independent bank with big bank abilities
and convenience for all our customers in the form of competitive market-driven banking products
and solutions. Greater access with more locations and ATMs across southeastern Wisconsin. And quality customer care from familiar faces and friendly voices that you've come to know and trust.
National Exchange Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Took marinated all-white meat chicken and married it with our cheesy quesadilla to create the perfect union. Introducing Crispy Chicken Quesadilla. Get it with all your favorites like a crunchy taco, Doritos Locos taco, and an ice-cold medium drink for just $5. Together at last, but only for a limited time. The new $5 Crispy Chicken Quesadilla box, only at Taco Bell.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.